Hey guys, happy Friday. Sorry we're a little behind today. That's what happens sometimes. Emily wants to make sure they're perfect before we start. So today we're doing microblading, and we talked about it a couple weeks ago. I did the top 5 hottest trends, and microblading is one of them. So it's been a huge request, and I'm so excited to actually finally show you microblading. So really quickly, a couple things with microblading. They've prepped her already. She's been numbed, and she's already outlined her new eyebrows. So I do have a before photo. I will show you guys in there. But she is already outlined for her new brows, as well as been numbed, because that's always a question. And another big question I always get is, how much is it? Well, microblading is $500. So keep that in mind, and it lasts for about 18 months. So give or take, it is semi-permanent. Let me make that clear, semi-permanent. And we're going to talk about the differences between permanent makeup and microblading, because there is a major difference. So I'm going to have Emily here. She's an esthetician. She's going to explain all of that. Again, microblading, $500. And if you have any questions, please comment them below. We love to answer your questions during the live broadcast. All right, so here we go. Microblading. Whoop, whoop. All right.
Hi.
How are ya?
Good. How are you?
Good. So I know Emily's already been working away here. Usually when you come to do microblading, you have a consult first, and then you actually have the procedure, which is about 2 hours long. However, she has done a little prepping prior, some plucking, some shaping with Kat. But I'm going to show you guys a couple things really quickly before we start. So when you come for microblading, we do have different colors you can choose from. So look at that. There's a ton of different colors that you guys can choose, and Emily will make sure that you are matched with the perfect. So what color are you guys doing today?
We're using hazelnut.
Okay, so hazelnut. Because Kat's hair is a little on the blonde side, the light side, so this is the color we're going with, hazelnut. And I know if you guys saw we had a couple before photos, and Andrea used hazelnut as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so she's also a little blonde, so hazelnut. So just depending on where you're at, I know we can do all ethnics. So if you like more of a dark kind of look, a darker brown, so definitely have a lot of colors to choose from. And then they're over here too, so I want to quickly show you those. How awesome is that? Okay, so before we get started, I'm going to show you what Kat looks like right now. So Emily, can you explain to me what you've done prior to everything?
Well, she already had a consultation. Today we did her measurements, her pre-design, and her numbing.
Awesome. So she's already, so you see all this black right here? She's outlined what Kat wants to have accentuated here. And Emily, one of the biggest questions I get is, what is the difference between permanent and microblading?
Well, microblading is semi-permanent, so it lasts from 6 to 18 months, which is a good thing, because then you can change with the trends. And
right, because different trends are. I know we talked about that yesterday, as how maybe in the 90s had like a really thin eyebrows, and now today it's a little more thicker. They definitely like a little curve to it. But permanent makeup is permanent, is that right?
yes.
Okay, and it goes down deeper into the dermis, is that correct?
Yes, very much so.
So that's something to think about. So if you like to go with the trends you're looking for, then maybe you want to go with maybe more of like a microblading, where it's semi-permanent. However, you can change it in, is it about 18 months?
But it varies from person to person.
So I already have a question. So someone wants to know, is this procedure a one-time, $500 one time for a year, or how does that work?
No, the cost includes your procedure and then one perfecting visit.
Okay, cool. So you get one touch-up, and when would they usually come for that touch-up?
Between 5 to 8 weeks. No later than 8 weeks. No earlier than 4.
Okay, so that's good. So, and it lasts about 18 months, you said?
We can't say that. It varies from person to
person. So sometimes that color may need to be touched up in 12 months, or you might want to, if you want to do a little different with the trends.
We say 6 to 18. Some people can go longer.
Okay. And I just want to quickly talk to you guys about Emily's credentials. So she is a licensed esthetician. She's also a certified microbladist. So I want to point that out, that she has gone through a vigorous amount of courses to be a microbladist. And that's really important when you're having microblade done, because you want to make sure that person is certified, and on top of it, she is under a medical director. So that is huge too. And so, you know, that's something when you think about whether you come to us or someone else, keep in mind that that person, you definitely need to go to a certified microbladist. And she's also a certified esthetician, so she does lots of other things at the center. Mm-hmm. So she's going to go ahead and she's already started. I'm going to show you guys before photo that I have on my phone of Kat. And one thing I noticed with Kat is her eyebrows were a lot lighter as well as thinner. So what I love about microblading is that you can shape them, get that larger shape, what some people really want. So here it is. You guys see that all right? Tell me if you can't. So as you can see here, she's very thin eyebrows and they're very light. So it almost kind of blends in with her skin. So that is something that, you know, she definitely wanted to change. She wanted more of a shape, a thicker look, a little darker, to definitely go more with her hair. Because if you see Kat's hair, she's kind of got a mix of brown and blonde. That's how she likes it. So again, and then here is kind of the shape. Now, this isn't quite the full shape.
That's the pigment mask.
Okay,
so we rubbed it in with a Q-tip to just get it in all those little cuts.
Okay.
So that it can set.
Perfect. So this is her pigment, the color she chose. This is the hazelnut.
Yeah. So yeah, that right now is just sitting so that the pigment will set.
And I know one other question is rate the pain tolerance of level. Well, we do numb you, so there shouldn't be too much of a pain tolerance as we numb you.
It's not bad at all.
What does it feel like? Just like little
pressure?
Paper cut?
Mm-hmm.
Paper cut? I've heard
Yeah.
it's like a paper cut.
Mm-hmm. That's a good way to describe it.
And you can see here,
It's tolerable.
She, especially right here, she has very little hair. It's very light. And that darkness you see is actually the pencil that Emily used to fill them in prior. So that's something we do is we fill them in prior to make sure you like the shape, the look.
They will be not even close to that shade though. Obviously.
She picked more of a lighter brown, so oh good. Alina, she says, I love Kat. She's super helpful and sweet.
Thank you.
And a good sport.
And a good sport. We make Kat do everything around here. Kat, you're up. So,
Yes,
okay.
I love Kat.
So what are we doing here, Emily?
Well, right now I'm just placing the foundation strokes for the template, which is what I did here first. Once I'm done, I can rub it in and then wipe it off, and then I've got my foundation for the rest of the strokes.
Yeah. So
then I won't need the outline.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
And then, so one thing about microblading that's different from permanent is she goes with the strokes of your hair. Is that correct? Am I wrong
Oh
on
yes.
that? Okay.
Individual, meticulous hair strokes. Absolutely. It's a far more natural and softer look.
And it can actually take a very fine art. I think it does. Like, I think someone who needs to have that artistic look, and I forgot to say this, but Emily's also a makeup artist, so that's probably another reason why she's the bomb.com at them.
Thank you.
Lisa, it is like a tattoo, but it's semi-permanent, so it does not stay permanent. So if you like the shape and look, and from 2 years later, yes, you will need to have it redone.
But that's a positive thing.
Yes.
Because with permanent, the ink will fade over time. It will turn ashy or bluish over, say, 10, 15 years. So it's good that you have to get it every couple of years because you have fresh color and you're free to go with the trends.
Correct. And Alina, so the consultation only takes about, what, half hour, Emily?
Oh no, a consultation is at least an hour.
Oh, good to know. Consultations are an hour, but the actual procedure is about, all said and done, when you come in, it's about 2 hours. What'd you say?
2 to 2.5, yes.
Okay.
Consultation is very in-depth. There's a lot we need to go over. So
Now, do they do their color matching there?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys would pick your colors. And I'm going to show you those colors for you guys for reference again. Right here, different colors, especially those who maybe just chimed in. We have lots of different. Again, Kat is doing hazelnut, which is this color right here. So we have a lot of colors to do here. And again, I'm going to show that before photo. And it's not good because right now she has the mask on. I know you guys are seeing a really great view right now, but can't show you my password on my phone. So again, really thin eyebrows, very light. So I cannot wait.
Because it's not bad.
Now because her color is so light, I hope you can see, but these strokes, she did not have any hair there, so that's not her hair. That's the strokes.
Oh, very nice.
But she is blonde, so it's hopefully visible. But yeah, that's the beginning of her microblading. Obviously, we're going to add more strokes so
As
that
we go.
she's defined. Give her some arches.
Holly, no, she's not. She's just putting on the mask right now for it. So she's just putting that color in there so that way getting it all rubbed in. This is so great.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for your results. And again, we do have some before and afters on our Facebook page. The cost is $500 for and it includes one treatment. Oh, my husband says awesome.
Aw.
Thanks, Israel, for watching. He finally decided to watch me for once. I'm calling you out.
This is just an excellent procedure to minimize your getting ready in the morning. If you want to go makeup free, you'll still look polished because you'll have good brows, yet they look very natural.
So, I have another question. It says, what about the hairs that grow back in? Do you still get waxed?
Any hairs that grow outside of the microblading,
Yes.
she's not going to want those anyway because...
For me, it's a good guide to follow.
Yeah, it's like a
were
template
just
for
talking about
people who
that.
don't know how to tweeze or where to tweeze. Once this is on your skin, anything outside of it, go ahead and tweeze.
Good to know.
Anything in it, leave it alone. So it takes all the guesswork out of grooming, really.
So she kind of explained that, Lisa. So anything that's outside of the microblading, then you would need to tweeze or wax. So she's actually going to give you the natural look.
But we don't do anything to the hair that's there. Like all her natural hair is in the design.
And again, you guys, here's her mask that she put on there, and that holds a little bit. And just again, that she has been numbed prior. And, you know, bleeding is very natural when doing microblading, so don't be, you know, a little apprehensive about that. It's completely normal. And again, I know I talked about it earlier, but, you know, make sure when you're doing microblading, whether you come to us or go to someone else, you know, make sure that person is certified, ask for their credentials, ask how long they've been doing it. Emily's been doing this for quite a while. She's also a makeup artist, and she's also under the license of a medical director. So that I feel like is very important. It gives her really credibility.
Thanks.
Lots of lookbook pictures.
So that's a lookbook. And again, you guys, this will be on special for Spring Fling. So if you have any questions, Emily will be there to answer all of them. And she should be there to answer help all. She'll have her lookbook there. But normal price is $500. It will be on special at Spring Fling. So if you guys are definitely thinking about it, that is the time to purchase microblading. Now, I have a couple questions about, you know, do you actually get microblading done there? No, you just would purchase it, we'd put it on your account, and then you would come in, have your consultation with Emily, get your color matches, and then have the procedure done. And Emily is not the only person that can do microblading at the center. We do have a couple more. However, I feel like this is like her niche. This is her thing, and this is what she loves. But she does also do other things at the center. Peels, facials, hydrofacial, all of that.
I do enjoy this very much though because it does make such a difference for people. And women or anyone who maybe has alopecia or post-chemotherapy, as long as you have clearance from your doctor, this could be just what you need.
Exactly. I know that was one of the questions we had.
I mean, it just, brows change the whole look of your face. So they're so important, and we can help you have them again if you lost yours.
Yes. She's doing great. And I can already see, like, you know, a difference in this brow over here. It's a little darker, thicker.
More defined.
Man, Israel, you are just active today. Giving me all those hearts and likes.
Oh, it's
Is he at work?
Hi, Israel.
I think he's at work. He might be at home with Bama. Gotta give a shout out to my poodle. Cat loves him. But yeah, this is looking great. Because you guys I can already tell, like over here, you can see how she has a better shape than on this side. You can see definitely a lot thinner. Oh.
When we're done, they'll be spectacular.
Yes. I know all the girls at the center have been raving over it. So, you know, if you guys just come in, I'm sure one of them have already had it done. I can honestly say I have kind of thicker, darker eyebrows, so I have not had them done. I know someone asked me on Facebook if I had microblading done, and unfortunately, mine are natural. So I guess I can bless my parents for that one. Nice,
I like your
thick
eyebrows.
nose. Yes. So.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So yes, you can't make it to spring fling. Yes, you can have someone else purchase for you. Absolutely. Plus, that friend that comes for you gets us possibly could get a swag bag while supplies last. Love it. It's looking good.
This is gonna. It takes a few passes, but
And that's
you get
good to
the
know.
idea. Can you see the hair strokes?
Yeah, for sure. Actually, honestly, I can't tell the difference between them.
Excellent.
So that's the whole point of microblading.
Really cut down on your morning makeup routine. That's what a lot of people want it for, is to minimize getting ready in the morning. And then you have those days where you want to go work out or something like that, and you don't want to wear makeup at all, but you still want to look your best. This is sometimes all you need is just good brows.
Yes, exactly. And brows are very in. Like I told you, like this is like the hottest trend right now, brows. Okay, so I have a lot of questions. Let me answer them. Amy, she is numbed, so she really doesn't feel too much. A little.
It's not bad at all.
Maybe like if it feels anything, it maybe feels like a little like prick, like a paper cut. But honestly, we numb. Kat has been numbed, so she's not really feeling much at all. Stephanie, that's a really good question. That is a question I'm going to ask Dr. Downs because I don't know that answer. And Emily, I don't know if you know this or not, but I have hair dye allergy. Would you be a candidate for this?
Good question.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a
I know
question.
that it's very rare for people to have allergic reactions to the microblading pigment, just because it's mostly, well, usually vegetable based. But
we'll ask
You
Dr.
would need
Downs
to
for you,
ask.
Stephanie. And that is why Emily is we're under Dr. Downs because he has all that knowledge. Okay, how long are you tender in that area?
Even after the first day, there's not a lot of discomfort at all.
That's what I've heard.
And then how long?
Well, everybody's different, but
Okay. And then how long do they have to wait to apply makeup around the area?
it has to be fully healed. So,
And how
I mean,
long does that take?
everyone, again, is different. I can't give specifics, but
Usually like
a week.
Week.
To 10 days. But again, don't quote me on that because everyone's different.
Now let's talk about post care because we haven't talked about pre and post care. So what is something someone needs to do pre?
Some of the things pre-care,
Tanning?
absolutely stop tanning, which you shouldn't be doing anyway.
The esthetician in her.
Right.
And I asked you about waxing too. You wanted
Yes,
me to
no
wait.
waxing.
Advil.
We need ibuprofen and aspirin to stop, fish oil, a lot of those supplements,
At least 7 days prior.
because it just makes you more likely to bleed, and that makes the procedure difficult. And sometimes if it's profuse, we need to stop and reschedule, so we don't want to have to do that.
And then post care. What would be something post care they would do?
Post care, you just want to try to keep the area dry, keep it clean with a damp cotton pad, and then keep it covered to prevent infection. We'll give you the aftercare ointment to use. Yeah, that's about it. We definitely thoroughly go over all the instructions though before we even do the procedure.
And you guys leave with instructions as well.
Absolutely.
So that's important. But I know just keeping it clean for that week and a half or so is important. And honestly, I mean, those who fill in their brows now will not need to fill in their brows anymore. So that's pretty awesome.
Yes. I actually need to get another mask.
Oh,
Sorry, they're over there. Could you?
I gotta get her a mask.
Right in this box. Right here.
Oh, there. Sorry. I'm looking. Over here?
Right here, hon, by the bio.
Oh, man, horrible assistant. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys her before photo again because I've been seeing a lot of people have been joining. So I'm gonna get that for you. Hey Jenny, hey Mom. Okay, so again, here's Kat's before. Let me get that out of the light for you guys. Okay, so you can see here again, very light, very thin eyebrows. Okay, very light, very thin. So again, that's a good question, Amy. And yes, you get to pick the shape you want. So Kat has picked a more thicker shape and a darker brow. Because you can see, like I'm gonna show her hair right here. So it's got some dark pigment, some light pigment. So she definitely wanted to match that.
And absolutely, the patient has final say as far as design. All the decisions are 100%.
So she's gonna do another pass for you guys to give her that shape again, the color.
Sorry.
Emily, you're so cute in glasses.
They're just magnifiers. I don't normally wear glasses.
So she's just making little cuts within your shape of your brow to give you more that natural look. And again, as you can see, you know, it does not hurt at all. She's been numb to cuts.
But everyone's pain tolerance is different.
That is a good point.
Don't expect it not to hurt because it might.
That is a good
It's
point.
like paper cuts.
We certainly will try to do everything to get you as comfortable as possible.
Yes. You know, I will not show it, but I do have a good photo of Kat this morning numbed up, so I'm not allowed to show it though. Sorry, guys.
No, Shayna.
But it was pretty good. And again, bleeding is completely normal, so that is something that will happen while you're doing the process. But like you can see over here, she bled a little bit, but it's gone. So and you may have a little redness, but other than that, I mean, really no downtime, just keeping it clean and, you know,
And this
pretty simple.
this technique barely goes into the dermis, just barely past the epidermis into the dermis. So it is not a deep cut at all. If it looks super painful, I mean, it's just know that it's not a deep cut. It's very superficial.
And again, but permanent makeup, which is a completely different procedure, is a deeper cut and goes farther into the dermis.
Right.
So I like this procedure because first of all, you get that natural look. You get to pick the shape of the color. But again, it's semi-permanent. So if this is something, you know, we were talking about eyebrows are different trends. In the 90s, they were really thin, now a little thicker. Some people like them very dark. I know one of them we were talking about that trend that I know the three of us don't really are a fan of is the feather. Have you guys seen that? The feather
That
look?
can't possibly be for real.
But it's a trend coming, the feather.
I think that's
So.
just runway. That's too crazy.
So, but anyways, she's just making the shape, doing little cuts, making the hairs. It's looking fabulous.
And we don't ever do more than 3 passes, so she's done on this
Yes.
side for now.
Yes, Tammy, her left eyebrow is done. So how awesome does that look? I think I love the shape of it. It's a good shape. The color is really good for her. So
Good.
again. And again, for you guys, again, the price is $500. It includes a touch-up. It will be on special at Spring Fling, the hottest event in Michiana, May 11th. You guys should all come. You guys can say hi to me and Emily and Kat. We'll be there.
I need more on here.
So I can definitely tell, I'm just gonna show, like, she had a lot thinner eyebrows, especially through here.
Her eyebrows didn't even start until about here, which is too far out for her face. It
Correct.
needs to be more in line with her eye.
And they were very light. They were like the color of her white blonde. So now we've really darkened them, giving her more of a natural look. They look fabulous.
Thanks. When you're done, I'm going to need to look at her from over there.
Oh, that's a good point. All right, do you guys have any other questions before we end? Again, here's her after look. Looking gorgeous. This is almost done. Still in the process. Very nice. For those who joined in late, here are our different colors again that we can choose from. So we can do all types of colors, all types of skin colors, so that's good too. So again, this is the color Kat chose, the hazelnut. And I know another before photo we have on there also choose. So that's good too. All right, you guys, so keep asking questions. I will try to answer them throughout the rest of the day. But that's pretty much microblading. Pretty quick and simple. Come in for a consult for an hour with Emily. You pick your colors. You go over everything pre, post care. And then it's about 2.5 hours to do this procedure. Again, look at that after. I love the shape of it. Love the color. It looks very natural. And I will post her before and afters when she is done. All right, that's pretty much it. And guys, so we got to wrap it up here. So again, the procedure costs $500 and includes a touch-up. Pretty simple. Lasts around between, you know, a year to 18 months depending on semi-permanent. And it will be on special at Spring Fling. So if you guys haven't signed up for Spring Fling, do it now because we are almost full on our list. Like, we're getting pretty close. So that's huge. May 11th from 4 to 8 at the Gillespie Center in South Bend. We have awesome hors d'oeuvres, cocktails, giveaways, tons of giveaways. We're going to be doing demos throughout the whole night. Everything, I mean everything will be on special. And yes, the $500 does include the consultation. Good. No, there's not a charge for the consultation, so $500 is included in that. Again, that's it. And we are finished with eyebrows microblading. So we'll see you guys on Spring Fling May 11th. Make sure you tune into our Facebook Lives every Friday. Next Friday is, I think, a fun one, so I'm really excited to announce that on Wednesday. All right, that's it for me, you guys. Have a great, great weekend. Hopefully that weather gets a little warmer for you. And I will see you next Friday. Bye, guys.